All right, what's up, guys? Today we're going to go over the new updated rules for 2026 that just came out this week to provide some more clarification for some of the rules that some people thought were confusing, like the Yuko, for example. So that's the first rule we'll go over. Got my boy Xavier here. So if you could lie on your side. So now they're saying that Yuko is anything landing 90 degrees or more to the front landing. So this is all a Yuko, 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 Yuko. And pretty much it seems like right before flat on your stomach is still a Yuko, which to me is super surprising. You know, Yuko was just reintroduced recently in 2025, and there was a lot of confusion surrounding it. Some people didn't think that certain throws should be Yuko. So they just came out with this updated rule set, like I said, this week to provide some clarification. So Yuko, 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 Yuko. Landing on just one butt cheek is a Yuko. So if he's up like this, still a Yuko, right? If just this one butt cheek is touching the ground, that's a Yuko. So all the way on your side and then up, propped up on your elbow, that's still a Yuko. And then if you're propped up on your hand, that is also a Yuko. So it's pretty much going towards, it seems like Sambo, where if you're thrown at all, that's still a point. And then anywhere you can stand up, anywhere on your upper back or your neck is also a Yuko. You know, so you land like this, Yuko, anywhere. And I kind of thought that was already a score. But like I said, this new updated rule change to provide clarification. All of that is a Yuko. So that's the first updated rule. The next rule change that the IJF made has to do with grip breaks. So if Xavier grabs my lapel, all of this that I'm about to show you is legal. So you can break with two hands and keep one. That's legal. You can break with one and keep one. This is legal. You can break with one and let go. That's legal. What's not legal, what is now illegal, is if Xavier grips, I break with two hands and let go. That is illegal. So once again, legal, 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 illegal. So just small change, update to the grip breaking rules. I kind of like it just because I think there were too many rules and restrictions surrounding grip breaks in the past and grips in general. I remember a while ago, I would get a cross grip and hold it for 2 seconds, maybe sometimes not even, and a ref would call mate and give me a Shido. So I like that they're being more lenient about the gripping. The update that they made in 2025 allows you to have pretty much any grip for up to 30 seconds if they see that you're attacking. And I like that just because, like I said, provides more leniency and they're not controlling people's judo as much. Now they're giving you more room to set up attacks and develop, you know, different styles of judo, which I like. All right, so the third rule that they made an update to provide a clarification on is time wasting. If the ref thinks that you're wasting time in between mate and hajime, first, they'll give you a warning. And for following occurrences, they will give you a Shido. So Xavier's gonna show what that looks like. Mate, ref calls mate. He's wasting time, fixing his gi. Ref tells him to step up. You know, he goes back, obviously recovering, obviously wasting time. Ref will give him a warning, and then he does it again. You know, mate, wastes time again. Ref goes up, makes it obvious that ref wants him to stand up and reset, and he continues to waste time. Ref will give him a Shido for inactivity. So I kind of like this too, you know, just get back into it. There were a lot of people in tournaments in the past that would take advantage of the fact that this was not the Shido before, that they could kind of just waste time and the ref couldn't do anything about it. They didn't have the authority, as far as I know, to give them a Shido at that time for wasting time. So I kind of like this too. It seems like all of these rule updates and changes are just promoting and encouraging more activity and discouraging and punishing wasting time and playing the Shido game. Okay, so the fourth rule update has to do with Ushiro-Sankaku, back triangle. So I have Xavier here, lock up the Sankaku. So this is Ushiro-Sankaku, back triangle. And basically they're saying all of this is legal. You can still get the submission here. You know, this is all legal. Armbar, choke. What's not legal is when you start to put pressure on his neck or his spine. So if I come up at all, like this is illegal. And not only is it illegal, it's Han-Tsukamake. So you'll get disqualified for that. Any kind of pressure where I'm bending his neck or his spine. So like I said, pretty much the video, the IJF release that I'll put in the description for you guys to see, it made it seem like anytime you take your butt off the mat, it's illegal and you'll get Han-Tsukamake. So illegal, right? Putting pressure on his neck. But like I said, all of this, keeping your butt to the mat and not bending his neck, this is all legal. The last rule update that they're making is about non-activity. So in the past, a referee, if they thought that you were being non-active, they would give a Shido for you based on your amount of attacks on the feet. They wouldn't take into consideration your attacks in newaza on the ground, only tachiwaza on the feet. Now, the change is if a referee thinks that they're going to award you with a Shido for non-activity, they will take into consideration your attacks in tachiwaza on the feet as well as your attacks in newaza on the ground. So like we're seeing as of recently in the IJF rules, newa is being more and more encouraged. So me and Xavier are gripping up. He goes to the ground. If I just leave him and stand up, referee's going to remember that, okay, he didn't make any attacks and newa's on the ground. And that's going to be worse for me, right? But if we go to the ground and I'm looking for an attack, you know, referee is going to then take that into consideration. As soon as you go to the ground, you should attack. If for nothing at all, just to let the ref know, hey, you know, I'm being active. I'm attacking not only on the feet, but also on the ground. So those are the 5 rule updates that were just made in 2026 by the IJF. Me personally, I kind of like the rules. Like I said, I think they're for promoting. I think that the main purpose of these rule updates is to promote activity and discourage judokas playing the Shido game, which I'm all about. You know, let's see the action. Let's not get into these Shido battles. Let's see what we love and watch judo for, the ippon and excitement and action. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. See you in the next one. My man.